All right, let's dive into something that's, well, pretty fundamental to living a good life: the psychology of self-respect and the art of setting boundaries. This isn't just about saying no. It's about building a life that's calm, disciplined, and honestly, unbreakable. So let's get right into it. I want to start with a question, and just be honest with yourself here. Have you ever felt this? You're the one who's always kind, always capable, always reliable, but at the end of the day, you're the one who feels drained and kind of taken for granted. It's a weird paradox, right? But there's a deep psychological reason this happens.
And here it is. This is the core idea that might just change everything for you. See, you possess this incredibly valuable currency, a kind of personal power. But most of us, we've been giving it away our whole lives, just handing it out for free without ever realizing what it's truly worth. And that has a direct impact on how people treat us.
So what is this currency? It's your attention. That's it. It's your single most precious and totally finite resource. Where you choose to put it, well, that determines your peace, your energy, and you could even say your destiny. If you want to master your mind, you have to start by mastering where your attention goes.
So how do we even begin to protect this currency? Well, the very first step is understanding something a little counterintuitive. Immense power isn't always found in action. Sometimes it's found in the deliberate choice not to react. Okay, so let's break this down, because the distinction here is absolutely key. A reaction? That's automatic. It's emotional. It's basically you handing over your power to some external trigger. But a response is conscious. It's deliberate. It's you choosing how to engage. One is like throwing gasoline on a fire. The other is being the calm in the middle of a storm. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The second you have that knee-jerk reaction, you've let something or someone else take the driver's seat. You've handed over the keys to your own mind. Real strength is holding on to those keys no matter what's happening on the outside. So, if we're going to protect our attention, what does that actually look like day to day? This next part is our toolkit. We're going to walk through 5 super critical areas where you absolutely must invest your attention wisely. First up, and this one is huge, your time. Your time isn't just numbers on a clock. It's the raw material of your life. And it's usually the first thing people feel, well, kind of entitled to take from you, often in very polite ways. And you know how it shows up, right? It's disguised in these innocent-sounding requests. But don't get it twisted. These are little tests of your boundaries. The psychological truth here is kind of stark. If you don't control your time, somebody else will. And with it, they'll start controlling your focus, your energy, and ultimately, the direction of your life. So how do you protect it? Look, it's not about being aggressive or rude. It's all about the pause. Before you automatically say yes, just stop. Take a breath. Then calmly state your boundary. You don't owe anyone a 10-minute explanation. And here's the magic part. Watch how they react. It will tell you absolutely everything you need to know about their respect for you. Okay, number 2 is a bit more subtle. We're talking about emotional labor. This is that invisible exhaustion you feel from carrying emotions that were never, ever yours to begin with. It's one of the sneakiest ways your energy gets drained.
You need to pay attention to the signs here. Do you feel totally wiped out after talking to a certain person? Are their problems just a constant loop that never gets solved? Do they always walk away feeling better while you feel worse? Yeah, that's not a friendship, that's an extraction. And the truth you have to internalize is this: you are not responsible for managing another adult's emotional chaos.
All right, number 3 is all about the direction of your life. Look, there's a world of difference between seeking out some wise advice and letting other people have a vote on your life choices. And this right here is exactly why it's so important. Nobody else has to wake up in your life and live with the results of your decisions. Only you do. When you're constantly seeking validation from everyone, you're really just training yourself to doubt your own judgment. Your life is not a decision by committee. Number 4. Now this one goes against what a lot of us are taught. We're made to believe that being mature means you just quietly put up with disrespect. But silence isn't always strength. Sometimes it's just giving permission for the disrespect to happen again. You have to understand the difference here. There's a silence that comes from strength. That's when you strategically withdraw your energy from chaos. But then there's silence born out of fear of conflict, and that is incredibly costly. It lets disrespect fester, and it chips away at your own dignity. A simple, calm, "I don't appreciate that" tone isn't creating drama. It's creating clarity. And that brings us to our 5th and final boundary. And you know, for a lot of people, this is the hardest one of all. It's about understanding the line between forgiveness, which is a strength, and repeatedly signing up for the same hurt, which is just self-abandonment.
I mean, just let this sink in for a second. Character is revealed through patterns, not promises. Wow. Apologies are easy, talk is cheap, but consistent, changed behavior, that's real. So you have to learn to trust the pattern. Giving someone unlimited second chances doesn't teach them to change. It just teaches them that, for you, consequences are optional.
So when you take these 5 principles and you put them all together, they start to form this single, really powerful philosophy. And it's not about being cold or building walls around yourself. It's about something much, much deeper.
And this, right here, is what it all boils down to. This is the heart of it. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's actually the highest form of self-loyalty. It's you finally saying, I refuse to abandon myself, my peace, or my values just to make someone else feel comfortable.
Now, understanding all of this is great. It's powerful, but knowledge only turns into wisdom when you actually apply it. So let's make this real. It's time to commit to taking that first step.
Hey, don't try to change everything overnight. That's a recipe for failure. Just pick one. Just one of these boundaries. Maybe it's pausing before you give away your time. Maybe it's cutting one of those draining conversations short. Try it this week, and then just watch. Observe what happens. The results will be your best teacher, I promise.
So let this be your commitment. Let this be your mantra. It's more than just a phrase. It's a decision. And it's a decision that, when you practice it over and over, won't just change how other people see you, it'll change how you see yourself. Thanks for exploring this with me today.